Quiet quitting. Let's talk about it. All right, guys. So it's all the rage on social media right across everything. Everybody's worried about this quiet quitting. All the corporate bigwigs and everybody having these big HR meetings. What are we going to do about this pandemic that is sweeping across all the hiring institutions and big organizations, right? So is it really quiet quitting, or are folks really just now waking up and realizing their worth in the capitalist society, or whatever you want to call it, right? But in the big organizations or corporate America. So the art of persuasion. This kind of ties into sales as well, right? The old ways of trying to persuade are pretty much gone. Like, everybody can see the inauthenticity with everyone these days, right? Like, there's been a big awakening just in human psyche almost, or to me it seems like that. And this again is just my opinion on everything, but it kind of makes sense. But so why? How did we get here, right? So are the employees necessarily unhappy? Well, chances are you're hosting or harboring some sort of toxic work environment there, or you genuinely just jacked up your hiring process, which is kind of why I'm advocating on behalf of the recruiting and staffing industry. Truly believe like you're about to see a revolution in the way that folks are hiring. And that means that, okay, so, and I know this from experience. A little bit about me, I haven't really done that yet. Did some time in the Navy, did some cool stuff, 23 years there. Did some retail consulting. Started a new retail uniform business for medical retail stuff with a partner of mine. Did that, and I learned some really cool stuff, including poking holes in 9 kinds of ways, and like the way I was, in the way it should be done, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And what do I mean by that? So, new business startups, you're running, you're bootstrapping everything. Everything is very streamlined, rapid growth. The last thing on your mind is hiring. If something pops up, you have a need to fill, you go out. You either, post a couple of ads on Indeed or LinkedIn, and then, you do an interview, a 1-round interview. You've done no personality match and no reels, to see if they're a true fit with your organization. None of that cool onboarding shit that should be taking place is happening. And I've done it, so I know the rest of it, I'm not saying like you all are idiots or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you take a look in the mirror and kind of look at your hiring process and listen to what I'm saying. If you are not taking the time, if you were that organization that posts the ad on Indeed, doesn't actively go out, especially for professional roles, go out and actively headhunt for that role, does 1 round of interviews, and then just hires, even at the lowest, levels of responsibility within an organization. That is not the way. That means your hiring process is broken. I don't mind giving a little advice. This is a second season of life for me, kind of giving back. I'm trying to give some mentorship and stuff. If there's a buck to be made in an authentic way, then cool. If not, then I get to help, right? So that's just kind of how we got here. But anyway, I just wanted to address that quiet quitting. Chances are, it's a big waking, right? And this is a good awakening, because now folks are starting to realize their value, and it was led by the big, the mass of folks realizing you didn't have to go in the office. And equity amongst society, however you want it, in a capitalist society. This is the way. So you either adapt, you get swallowed. So, work on your hiring process. Truly look inside of your organization and see if you're harboring those toxic, those toxic personalities that aren't growing and fostering. Don't be scared to grow those folks either. Like, that's huge, right? So just make sure you're doing cool shit like that, right? Nothing major. Anyway, that is Micah's version of quiet quitting. If you were looking for some, hiring needs, and you want to farm that out because you just don't have the time, hit us up, drop us a line, southernstaffinggroup.com. Pretty cool website, pretty proud of it. And hit our team up, and we'll be happy to try to help you any way we can. Peace.